Hey there, everyone, and welcome back to Utility Sports. It is draft night here, and the second pick just came in. Jalen Green is the selection for the Houston Rockets. Had a phenomenal season with G League Ignite Austin. Talk about some of his strengths, what he could bring to the NBA and that Houston Rockets backcourt.
He is a super explosive athlete, definitely a guy that you can build your franchise around. I know there was some internal discussion potentially about him going number one with Detroit, but they opted to go with the more complete prospect. Jalen Green, really, really interesting, has a really high ceiling, arguably the highest ceiling in the entire class, just with how great of an athlete he is. He can shoot the ball and definitely a guy that can get to the rim. Can really work on his left hand a little bit, favors the right hand, but overall, really, really great player. Sheldon, let's go ahead and give a grade. What do you kind of see this being for the Houston Rockets?
Right, with Jalen Green being the selection here, Cade Cunningham, of course, off the board at this point. It has to be an A grade for me. He is a near elite prospect, almost no flaws really in his game at this point. He's an NBA ready scorer. Don't be surprised if you're 2 or 3, he's averaging north of 25 points a game in the NBA. He's that type of talent. He's going to come in, has the athleticism that you need to be a build around franchise player. And with that A grade, you're looking at a nice young Rockets core here. Rafael Stone gets his pick with Jalen Green. You're looking at him and Kevin Porter Jr. being a nice young build around backcourt. Christian Wood steps in as that front court piece for them. Now it's just about fine tuning this roster, finding some shooting and a little bit of depth. And you could see the Rockets maybe returning to the postseason sooner than expected after a James Harden type of trade.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this really accelerates their rebuild. Obviously, the Houston Rockets had a lot of struggles this year, but Kevin Porter Jr. paired with Jalen Green, there's going to be a lot of scoring from their guards. This is a high upside pick. Definitely one that Rockets fans should be excited for. On our big boards, he was number 2 for both of us. So really, really great reviews from us. We think this is an awesome pick, A-level pick. Definitely the guy that we want to see in Houston.
Right. Rockets fans have been so spoiled the last decade and a half here, talking about the shooting guards there that they've had. Tracy McGrady, James Harden, and now you get to see Jalen Green for probably the next 7 to 8 years at least. Phenomenal grab here for Houston. Gotta love it. Rockets fans, you should be excited. If you are, make sure to hit that like button on today's video, subscribe, and we'll catch you with pick number 3.